So today I'm going to do a video of how I feed raw affordably and simply as kind of an update to my last video from when I first started doing it. It was so complicated, and here I am about almost 2 years out and another dog later, and I'm still feeding raw, both of them. That's Penny and that's Rocky, and here is their menu for the week. We've got chicken leg quarters. I rinse them and peel off most of the skin. I know they're not organic and they're not the best, but hey, I said we're doing this affordably, and with what I have. I still have a family of 5 that I have to feed. So it's not the best, but it is better than kibble in my mind. I go to my butcher and I get beef liver. This beef liver costs $2.37. This will last about a week plus, probably a week and a half. Beef brains cost $1.88. And then this week I bought a beef heart, $2.09 a pound. This one I will chop up, $6.14. This will be $6.14 for that. And this costs $6.70, $7 this morning. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, about $20 a week. Probably less than that. And then I have sardines in water. My last video I made the mistake of having this stuff in soybean oil, and it was corrected. That's okay. So I'm going to chop all of this up and I'm going to show you exactly how I do a meal for them in the mornings and the afternoons. So easy, no deep freeze needed with this way. Okay, so I got done cutting all of that up, and these two took advantage of the training session, have them in a down. Penny even has her drool, signature drool. Here is the finished product. So my beef heart and chicken with as much of the fat as I could, peeled off, chopped up, put in this big bowl, and then the overflow over here. My liver and brains, and then because I won't use all of that, this is the rest of the liver and brains. It will go in the freezer so I can have it. It's still kind of fresh. And the sardines, I just keep those in the can because they get minimum 1 a day, sometimes 2 a day. And then all of this, if you're wondering about my cleanup, I clean up after cutting all of this the same as I do when I cut meat or pork chops or whatever for my own family. Spray it all down with bleach and wash everything really well. It's good. Over the winter, I want to say that I have been feeding a lot of deer. I went out to the processing plant and was able to pick up a lot of scraps. And then I had a friend bring over quite a bit of deer meat. And so all winter we've been pretty much on venison and chicken and beef. And so we rotate. This is not what they eat every single week. If I can find a roast on sale, that's what I'll get. Like I said, donated food, donated fish. Yeah, I get in touch with my butchers and just let them know like what I've got going on. So I've kind of built a good rapport with them. So what I will do is now show you how this goes into this and to them. I have this scale. This scale is so old, but it's on 0. I'll put this here. From my math, I know that Penny, let me get my sheet and I'll show you. Okay, so Penny gets 9 ounces a meal, 18 ounces daily. And it's all broken down because remember, if you're feeding raw, you need to be feeding a balanced diet, which includes meat, bone, liver, and other organ. That's what I have here. The bone, meat, 2 organs, liver, it has to be one of them, and then a variety of meats. Also, a few times a week, they get egg. So this is not law. Change it up. Whatever's on sale, snatch it up. So we've got, I generally give her 13 ounces. She's young. So she will get chicken leg and she's crying over here, a few pieces of heart. There we go, 11. And then it's about an ounce each of liver. See, a little chunk like that. And then a little piece of brain. And then after I add the sardine in there, she's at 13 ounces. And she's already eaten for today, so she's, poor thing, you can't really have this. There she gets it. I'll go ahead and toss her a snack. Good girl. And then I do the same thing with Rocky's food, and I feed him. And you know, I'll tell you, I switched back to kibble for a little bit because I was just so overwhelmed with having 2 dogs on raw. And I'll tell you, their craps were huge and all over the yard, and oh my gosh, it was awful. Now, since being back onto raw and everything is good, their poops are like the size of cat turds. They dry up, they blow away, so much less cleanup. They are slopping a lot less water on the floor because they don't drink as much, because they're getting all their moisture from their food. And those are just 2 of the big benefits that we see in our house. I hate stepping in the water from the water bowl. Also, oh gosh, it's cheaper for us. For me to go out and buy a big bag of dog food, it was costing, what is Origin? Like $60 every 2 weeks? So I'm saving a little bit of money, a little bit more legwork, but I'm saving a lot more money. And so, anyway, I hope that you were able to kind of see how my raw feeding has evolved from bagging everything up meal by meal by meal and putting it in the deep freeze to this little bit more simple program. Now, if I feel like the food maybe needs to be separated out, so I can take half of this and freeze it, so that way this all isn't in the refrigerator for, you know, the week, because that's stretching it a little bit. And sometimes I do that, depends on kind of how much chicken and how big the pieces and stuff were. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to comment. Oh, last thing, I also go out to the store and I'll get green tripe, and I'll put a spoonful of green tripe in there generally. I'm out today. Penny off. She's pushing for luck. So anyway, okay, thanks y'all. Bye.